This video demonstrates an application development with EdgeGallery. We will cover the EdgeGallery pipeline for applications first, and move into sample application introduction, and will finally show the demonstration. We will start with the introduction to EdgeGallery application pipeline. There are two user scenarios supported by EdgeGallery. Scenario 1 is application integration, wherein an application vendor wanted to integrate his existing application with EdgeGallery. Second user scenario is application development, wherein an application developer wanted to leverage EdgeGallery provided capabilities to carry out his application development and deployment. Application integration, or application development in EdgeGallery, is performed in three phases, including application incubation, application repository, and application deployment. We'll look into the application development flow. As part of the incubation, the first step is to start an application development project by providing necessary details about an application, as well as deployment-related artifacts. Next step in this workflow is a service selection. EdgeGallery provides a rich set of platform services, which could be leveraged during an application development. Sandbox Test is the next, wherein an application vendor can leverage EdgeGallery provided sandbox features to carry out application test. Next step is application packaging, wherein EdgeGallery facilitates auto-generation of application package. Then comes the certification test. For this, EdgeGallery provides a flexible means to manage test suites and test cases. Also, an application vendor can select some of these test suites against which he wants to certify his application. Upon successful certification, an application is released to an application store. At this phase, application has been successfully onboarded to an EdgeGallery provided application store. From application store, application can also be federated to a third-party or an operator application store. Next phase is application deployment. As part of this, MEC Application Orchestrator synchronizes application package from the App Store. MEC Application Orchestrator then instructs the MEP Manager to deploy an application. MEP Manager then deploy application to desired node and carries out lifecycle management of same. Let's move to sample application introduction. This demo is going to demonstrate application development pipeline with the help of a monitoring application. Monitoring application is meant for video surveillance. It detects and notifies presence of given persons at specified locations. Monitoring application uses two EdgeGallery services. First is AI-based face recognition service for detecting a person face in a given camera feed. Second is service discovery to obtain face recognition service endpoints. We will now proceed with the demonstration. This is EdgeGallery Unified Portal. As mentioned before, application development or application integration is performed in three phases including incubation, application store and deployment. Users need to start an application development with application incubation. Firstly, an application development project needs to be created. Basic information about an application needs to be provided including application name, version, provider, load type, architecture, industry, app type, logo, guide document, and application description. Next step in the application development workflow is service selection and service release. EdgeGallery provides services from multiple domains including telecom network, platform services, Ascend AI, AI capabilities etc. Developers can leverage these services to accelerate their application development. As part of this demonstration we are going to see two of these services being consumed by the monitoring application. First service is face recognition as part of AI capabilities. This service is used for detecting a face in an image. This is a list of API for face recognition service for health check, face detection, and comparisons. Second is service discovery as part of platform services. This service facilitates service subscription and discovery as per ETSIMEC-MEC011 specification. Monitoring applications will use this service to obtain endpoints of face recognition service. This is a list of APIs for service discovery. User also needs to provide service publishing configuration, for scenario wherein this application is an producer application and wanted to publish a service for consumption by consumer applications. For monitoring application which is not a producer application, this step needs to be skipped. User can now confirm service selection. Next step is a sandbox test. As part of this, the user needs to select a sandbox host from a list. Enter into the selected host and start Edge application test. As part of the application test, firstly users need to provide a deployment script. This is done by uploading the deployment YAML file. Certain checks are performed in order to check the correctness of uploaded file. Deployment package is generated using the deployment YAML file and details can be viewed. Now users can start application deployment. Progress of deployment can be viewed. On completion, deployment results can be obtained. Also, users can log in to test node, using the VNC client, to carry out further application testing. As a best practice, it is advised to release testing resources on completion of testing. Next step is application image packaging. User can view the application configuration, which include basic app info, traffic rules, DNS rules, dependent and release service configurations. If all information is right, the user can proceed to build the application package. At this point of time, the application package is successfully generated. Content of the application package can be viewed and users need to confirm the same. Next step is application certification. User can certify his application against a set of test scenarios. EdgeGallery offers a community test scenario. Also, there are multiple operator-specific test scenarios. For this demo, the monitoring application will be certified against the EdgeGallery community test scenario. Community test scenario includes 4 test suites. First one is a compliance test suite which checks application package and its artifacts compliance. Second is a sandbox test suite which checks for application instantiate, termination and other deployment-related scenarios. Third category is a security test suite. All security-related test cases are performed as part of it. Last is the performance test suite. If a user has a self-test report, he can upload it here. User can also check system-generated test report. Certification report contains details about the test cases performed and their results. User can also download the certification report. After this, user can publish an application to the EdgeGallery application store. Application has been successfully published to an application store. With this, all operations of the incubation phase are completed, and now we can move to the next phase. Next phase is the application store. All published applications including the monitoring application can be found in application store. Users can view details of monitoring applications. Can provide his comments and rating for an application. Application can be synchronized to external MEAO. Users can also download application package. As part of application sharing, this application can also be promoted to a third-party application store or an operator application store. With this, all operation of the application store phase is completed and users can move to application deployment phase. Next phase is application deployment to edge nodes. MECM including MEAO and MEPM for application deployment and management. As part of deployment, the first step is to synchronize monitoring application from the application store. This can be done from MECM portal. For application synchronization, user can select an application package from the App Store. Upon successful application synchronization, next step is application distribution. User can select the desired edge node for application distribution. Status of distribution can be viewed here. After the application is distributed, the user can proceed with deployment of the application. Details about deployment configuration needs to be provided, including application name, application description, and if there are any hardware capabilities which are needed by this application. Status of application instantiation can be viewed here. With this, application deployment workflow is completed. We will now proceed with monitoring application. This is deployed monitoring application. It is based on a face recognition service. It can be used for surveillance where a particular person can be detected in camera streams. For this, first upload photo of a person who has to be monitored. For this demo, a pre-recorded camera video is used as a camera stream. Now add camera details like camera name, camera location, and video name. Once the camera is added, camera video will be played in this window. Once person appears in front of the camera, a notification message will be available in notification window. This message contains information about the person name, which camera he is detected, and time. This concludes this demo about monitoring application development and deployment with EdgeGallery. Thank you for watching. For any questions, please reach us on main@edgegallery.groups.io.